Day. Barnstable. Hello, Kate.
Oh, hi there.
Kate, hello there.
Yes. Well, I've been waiting a long time. I've had a long chat with your producer, so I've kind of missed quite a lot of what's been going on. But I did catch a bit of the last conversation, or the conversation before.
Yes.
And I have to say, I'm extremely offended on behalf of all hamsters out there.
Yeah, sorry, but I picked on hamsters unreasonably. It could have been any small rat-like creature.
Well, first of all, you denigrate the skill of stuffing your cheeks with things.
Yes,
and then you suggest
true.
that people that the darts could be used for attacking small
pets,
innocent rodents.
Yes.
I was most offended.
Small pets, yes.
Yes, and all the people listening right now. I mean, both of them.
Yes.
Might actually, decide to go and attack a hamster now. It's all because of you, because, words matter.
Well, they'd have to buy one first, Kate. So, I'm actually doing...
No, they don't necessarily have to buy one.
I would think so, yeah.
Their friends might have, hamster pets next time they go around to their house, if there's a dart handy.
That is true, but there is the off chance that they might have to go and buy one, thereby revivifying the local economy. You're welcome.
Not really. I mean, then you create another vacancy for a hamster, and the carbon footprint of that hamster could be quite large.
Well, that's the thing. One thing that hamsters are very, very good at is having relations with other hamsters.
Disgusting.
By which method they reproduce. Can you believe that?
Well. Science hasn't completely passed you by then.
Not completely, no.
No, well, what I did originally... a long time, it feels like decades ago.
Yes, so you said you've been waiting a very, very long time.
Whinging and whining and moaning.
Yes, please whine more.
Well, and this is what I'm here for, isn't it, really?
Apparently.
Yeah, well, I mean, I was intrigued to listen to your story.
Mm-hmm. In between chatting to my glamorous assistant, wasting his time, yes.
He seemed to enjoy it.
He's just left. He's left the building.
Well, I mean, I hope because his shift is over, he could have cut me off at any time, which I'm sure you will. I'm sure you're about to do.
I'm about to do that. Yes.
Yeah. Well, I was intrigued by your story of how you were on some street in London and it was very cold and it started raining.
Yes. I've had a text about that very thing. It's very brief. I'll read it to you. Nick texts, the Met Office describes freezing rain as liquid precipitation that strikes a cold surface and freezes almost instantly. And that is precisely the nightmare that happened to me.
Well, I have to say, if that is the most scary thing which has ever happened to you, what sort of a sheltered life have you lived?
A very happy and productive one.
Really?
No, not really, no.
Well, but what I was struck by when I heard the story was it's like a wonderful visual metaphor. Mm-hmm. I can just imagine you there,
hanging onto a street lamp while all about is
hanging onto
people
a street
are
lamp,
falling around me. Yes,
people are falling around you,
crashing to the concrete. They were
crashing to the concrete, and you're desperately trying to stand upright. It's just like you trying to defend this Labour Party, this Labour government, and it's just so delicious. You're just trying so hard, and you're slipping, sliding around, clinging to your lamppost because you know they're rubbish. Everyone knows they're rubbish. We all hate them. Everybody hates them. Everybody hates them.
Everybody does nothing of the sort, Kate. But at least you've given them, sufficient time to mend the country after 14 years of a party whose single determination appeared to be just smash up everything that we rely on and then set fire to it. And while the flames were still burning, blame the incoming Labour government for the mess they'd made.
I'm not here to defend the appalling non-conservative last government. They were appalling by any measure.
Non-conservative? They were conservative down to their tippy toes.
They were not conservative. They didn't conserve anything that was worth conserving.
Yeah, but that's not the nature of the Conservative Party. Just because they're called conservative doesn't mean to say they conserve anything.
Of course they don't. Just because they call Labour doesn't mean to say they work. Anyway, but what I'm here to say is the problem is they're all working for the same people. They're not working for the British people. They're working for the WEF. And
oh my God! Uh-oh.
And the Labour government are like the
Incoming lunatic.
They're like the Conservatives on steroids.
Yes.
It's absolutely terrible.
Lunacy incoming. What kind of a hat are you wearing, Kate?
Not my tinfoil one.
That was your first mistake. I would rush to the kitchen drawer, whichever one it is that you keep the cling film in. I would wrap your head in cling film to start with, making sure that you leave a hole so that you can breathe. And then apply the foil on top and see how that works out for you. Send me a picture. 0345 6060 973. Alex in Leeds says, playing sport at